Miami building collapse. Rescuers listen for signs of life in rubble. Rescuers are desperately searching for survivors trapped among the rubble of a collapsed 12-story residential building north of Miami. At least one person has been killed and 99 are still missing, officials say. As families desperately wait for news, search teams say they are working around the clock and could hear people banging amid the debris. What caused the 40-year-old building to collapse early on Thursday morning remains unclear. At least 102 people have now been located, but it is uncertain how many were in the building when it came down. Dozens of survivors have been pulled out of the rubble. As night fell, hundreds of rescuers were using sonar cameras and specially trained dogs as they scoured the rubble for survivors. Teams were tunneling from an underground car park below the building in an effort to reach victims. Fire and rescue are in there with their search team, with the dogs, Miami-Dade Police Director Freddie Ramirez told reporters. They're in search and rescue mode, and they will be in that mode for a while. They are not quitting. They're going to work through the night. They are not stopping. Search teams detected sounds of banging and other noises, but no voices coming from the tons of debris. Authorities have begun taking DNA samples from relatives of those still missing in case only remains of their family members are found in the rubble.
Relatives of the missing have been huddled around a community center a few blocks from the collapsed building, waiting for information and fearing the worst. Nicholas Fernandez said his calls to missing loved ones have gone unanswered. "I think they're gone," he told CBS. "I don't want to be pessimistic, but we've been calling them non-stop with no reply." Jenny Ergels woke up to the news that her parents' building had collapsed. She called them, but both their phones went straight to voicemail. "I am holding on to hope. I'm very desperate to know what's happening," she told a local TV channel. A large section of the oceanfront Champlain Towers in the town of Surfside crumbled to the ground in the early hours of Thursday. Eyewitnesses described hearing what sounded like thunder before seeing a huge cloud of dust in the aftermath of the collapse. One compared the scene to the 11th of September 2001 attacks on the Twin Towers. "What caused the collapse? We don't yet know. A full investigation will begin after the rescue mission," officials said. As the building has stood since 1980, it was due its standard 40-year review. The building was undergoing its recertification process and required repairs, officials said. There were structural issues obviously. The building did collapse, Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine told reporters. Work was being done on the building's roof, but Surfside Mayor Charles Burkett said he did not see how that could have been the cause. Experts who studied the building last year said it was unstable and had been sinking since the 1990s. One study from a researcher at Florida International University found that the building, constructed on reclaimed wetlands, has been sinking at a rate of 2 mm per year for the last 3 decades, which may have affected the building structurally. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed an emergency declaration for Miami-Dade County that will provide assistance from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, to those dealing with the high-rise building collapse. President Joe Biden promised to provide the aid if requested, and the agency had been sent to Florida. News taken from BBC. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.